Have you ever felt lost inside your own head, like you're just wandering in circles? Well, today we're going to crack a kind of secret code for finding your way out. It's an ancient, powerful tool, and it's hidden in just one simple syllable: pa. Let's jump in and see how this little secret can change everything. First, let's talk about that feeling. That feeling we all know so well, of being totally trapped inside our own minds. You know, it's like you're stuck in this mental maze, and there's no map, no compass, not a single exit sign in sight. And this image, well, it just captures that feeling perfectly, doesn't it? You're the child, lost in this giant maze of your own thoughts. But you're not alone in there. See that little cartoon pilot? That represents Ma, or self-blame. He's constantly buzzing around, slapping these little stickers on you that say, it's all your fault. And then you've got these clouds of dust swirling at your feet. That sun, those old stubborn habits that just keep you stuck in place. It's this 1-2 punch of blaming yourself and being stuck in old patterns that makes us feel so hopelessly lost. So how in the world do you get out of there? How are you supposed to deal with this pilot of self-blame and kick away the dust of old habits when you can't even see the path in front of you? What's the one thing, the one secret weapon that could actually light the way? Well, that tool, it's a light. But not just any light. It's a very specific, incredibly powerful beam of light that just cuts right through all that confusion. And that light is Pa. Okay, so what exactly is Paula? I know it sounds a little mysterious, right? But it's actually something unbelievably practical that every single one of us has access to. So Pa comes from this ancient language called Pali, and what it means is to reach, or my favorite, to penetrate through. But it's not just some random word. It's the very root of a much bigger, more powerful concept, panya, which is the Pali word for wisdom. So, to make it super simple, just think of Pa as your own personal flashlight of wisdom. Yep, it's a tool that you are carrying with you right now, this very second, ready to shine a light on the trickiest, darkest corners of your mind. And just to be clear, this isn't some weak, fuzzy beam of light. No way. Pa is a precision instrument. Its beam is incredibly sharp, sharp enough to slice right through complicated worries. It's powerful enough to break through what feels like a brick wall of old habits. And its whole job, its only job, is to reveal things exactly as they are. Okay, so what happens when we actually turn this flashlight on? Let's take it and point it directly at that pesky pilot and all those clouds of dust back in the maze. Just look at this transformation. In the darkness, that little pilot slaps a sticker on you, and you totally believe the thought, this is all my fault. It feels so heavy, so real, so you. But then you switch on the flashlight of Pa, and you suddenly see it for what it is. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not me. That's just a fake moss sticker that pilot tried to put on me. The thought is suddenly exposed as something separate from who you really are. And it's the exact same thing with the dust. In the dark, you feel stuck in a bad mood, and you think, oh, I'm just a negative person. This is just my personality. But when you shine that light of wisdom on it, you realize, this isn't my core personality at all. This is just some old sand dust. You know, old habits, old reactions that has piled up over the years. And this is the real magic of the flashlight. Pa doesn't fight your problems. It doesn't argue with them or try to destroy them. It simply exposes them. It reveals that the things that torture you, that voice of self-blame, those stubborn moods, are actually fakes. They're illusions that only have power over you when you're in the dark. You know, this whole process of seeing the fakes, it's not just a clever mind trick. It's a really profound act of separation. And to explain it, the Buddha used this really beautiful and powerful analogy. He said that wisdom, or panya, works just like a master goldsmith. Now think about it. A goldsmith doesn't create gold. They just have the special skill and the right tools to expertly separate the precious, pure gold from all the dirt, rocks, and other junk that it's mixed in with. So, how do we become the goldsmith of our own minds? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Step 1 is just to acknowledge what's there. You just notice that, yep, it's all mixed up in there. Your true self, the dirt of Sam, the stones of Ma. Step 2, you use your tool. You shine that flashlight of Pa on the whole mess to see everything clearly. Step 3 is to separate. You mentally put a label on the thoughts and feelings. That's just a moss sticker, and that's some sand dust. And this all leads to the final liberating step. Realize. You have this amazing moment of clarity. This isn't me. This is just a phenomenon that's happening in my awareness.
Okay, I know what you might be thinking. A goldsmith? That sounds pretty complicated. But here is the absolute best part. You can start using this flashlight with a ridiculously simple daily practice.
3 seconds. That's it. Seriously, we are not talking about hours of meditation on a cushion here. This is about a quick, powerful mental move you can make right in the heat of the moment, right when things get tough.
So here's how you do it. The next time a bad mood starts to bubble up, maybe a friend teases you or something just sets you off, right as you feel it starting, just think to yourself, wait, turn on the flashlight. And then just pause for 3 seconds. That's all. In those 3 seconds, just observe your own mind. Ask yourself, okay, where did that little pilot just put a sticker? How much sand dust just got kicked up around my feet? And here's the amazing part. You don't have to do anything else. Just the simple act of shining the light of your awareness on the process is enough. That pesky pilot, he can't stand being seen, so he just flees. The dust starts to settle all on its own. It turns out these illusions just can't survive in the bright light of wisdom. So by turning on this light again and again, just for a few seconds at a time, the child, which is you, finds the path. You just follow the beam of your own wisdom right out of that confusing maze, and you find yourself standing in front of a bright, wide-open exit. You've found your own way to freedom. So if there's one thing to remember, it's this. True freedom isn't about fighting the darkness. It's about turning on the light. Because when you illuminate what's false, only the truth of who you are remains. So the question for you is, what will you shine your light on first? And once you have your answer, get ready, because there's one final secret to stepping through that door. And that is the secret of Nai. We'll get into that next time.